What is going on, guys? Evolution here, and today we're going to be checking out the brand new weapon in Battlefield 5, the Vickers machine gun. Now, this thing is an absolute monster. It is an MMG, a medium machine gun, so you cannot aim down sights unless you're prone or bipoded. I would compare this weapon a lot to the MG42 because you're going to be playing it kind of the same way as that, although the fire rate is not as good as the MG42. So if we can take a look on screen right now. So we've got the damage, which is the same as the MG42. The accuracy is a little bit better, but still about the same. Control is about the same, and of course there is no hipfire. This thing is not for hip firing. It has a fire rate of 830 rounds per minute, and it only has one fire mode, and it has a magazine of 60 to start out with. So a pretty decent magazine, to be honest, and its fire rate is also pretty quick, just not as quick as the MG42, which has a fire rate of 981 to start out with. So when it comes to the MMGs in the game, I kind of struggle with them a little bit. It's not really my playstyle. I'm more of an aggressive player, but I tried my best. I leveled this thing up all the way to max rank, and it is pretty fun. I've got to say. So first thing you guys will notice is that it's pretty easy for me to kind of spray down 2 to 3 targets very, very quickly. Even if I'm in a tight situation, I seem to manage it. So it's pretty good at multi-target disposal, which, I mean, an MMG should be. If you're lying prone, you should be able to get those kills. That kind of makes sense. Even at long range, this thing is not terrible. You can kind of snap to targets pretty quickly and take them down even with burst fire. You don't necessarily have to tap unless they're super, super far away. Plus, with that 60 round magazine, you're not going to be running out of bullets super, super quickly. So if we get into specializations, you guys can see all the specializations on screen right now. And I went with the right-hand side just because I feel like magazine size is better than fire rate. You guys may differ there, but I just found that the more bullets I have in my magazine, the more targets that I could take down, and I could be a little bit careless when I'm shooting. You know, I don't have the best accuracy, so more bullets really helps me, and with the fire rate that the weapon has, it's not terrible, even if the target is close. So that's just what I chose for my playstyle. It really seemed to suit me. This thing's rapid fire is crazy. It actually brings it up in line with the MG42. So if you guys have ever used that base fire rate on that weapon, you guys will know exactly what this weapon is going to be like. And for the sights, I use the AA sights. It seems to be the most clear. You get a little bit of zoom on it, and I really, really enjoy it. So the way to unlock the Vickers machine gun is basically, if you look on screen right now, you have to go through one of the pathways and complete all those challenges on that path. It's not super, super difficult here. I've actually completed all of them because you get extra experience in the Tides of War, and you can unlock more customization that way. But for getting the Vickers machine gun, you only have to complete one path, and then you will get it. So I actually tried doing a little bit of hipfire with this thing, and surprisingly, I got some kills. It's not recommended, but if you're in a pinch, you can take down people. You can take down unaware opponents if you hipfire and you play this properly. It is a thing, but it's not really amazing, so I don't advise you to try and go around and hip firing everything, but it is possible and it is doable because the fire rate on this thing is decent. So if you guys are struggling with this new weapon or MMGs in general, my best advice to you is stay lower to the ground. You don't want to be sitting on top of a hill trying to machine gun people because you're going to get picked off super easily by snipers or the assault class with their semi-automatic rifles. So yeah, you want to kind of find a trench, and you want to find a path where the enemy team is either trying to get to the objective or they're coming from their objective, and you can kind of cut them off in the middle between your team and them. on weird angles and that kind of stuff. Just make sure you're in a decent amount of cover, and make sure you move after about 3 or 4 kills, because they will find you and they will kill you without you having a chance. So kind of getting a couple kills and then moving on is what I have found to be one of the best ways to play an MMG. But yeah, overall, I've really enjoyed using this weapon. It's not really my, my cup of tea, not really a weapon that I'm going to be using a super amount, but I will jump on with this every once in a while and have a little bit of fun. Especially defending sites, it can be an absolute monster. And for some reason, I actually enjoyed it more than the MG42. I didn't actually play the MG42 too much. It's about rank 5 or 6. And I didn't want to play with it anymore, even though it's a monster at ripping people to shreds with that fire rate. I actually enjoyed the Vickers machine gun a lot more than that. For some reason, there's something about it. I just had a lot of fun. So I do recommend trying it out. And yeah, I think that's actually gonna be it for this video. So thanks for coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to smash that like button and have a good one. See ya. Run that routine, find your purpose.